Hey Siri, what is the meaning of life? Hey there guys, Portalmaster 9351 here, and in today's video I'm going to be doing, once again, another Ask Portalmaster. I know I'm a day late on this, and I do really apologize. I got back from vacation yesterday, and really just did not feel like editing a long video, so I went ahead and did my Light Seekers unboxing yesterday, and I'm saving this video for today, so here it is. So anyways, as always, welcome back to another episode of Ask Portalmaster, where I get to answer you guys' questions. Now we're actually going to start off with a question on here that was not asked on Ask Portalmaster, and I want to go ahead and address it because I want to make sure I hit it now. So let's begin. Our first question today comes from DarkBones001, and he asks, what is your favorite redo figure? For example, Bone Bash Roller Brawl or Series 2 Sprocket. Also it asks about the villains. So, let's see. Honestly, it's a tough question, I would say, but probably I'd have to go with, Super Shot Stealth Elf. Couldn't think of the name for a second, but definitely Super Shot Stealth Elf. Now, the reason I like Super Shot Stealth Elf the most is because they just completely redid her as a character, and I think they did a really great job redoing her. Let's actually get back to the Ask Portalmaster questions that were asked on the last episode of Ask Portalmaster. Just in case you're wondering, if you ever have a question, put it in Ask Portalmaster, because it's going to be the easiest way for me to find it, and that's going to be the best way to guarantee that I answer your question. There's no guarantee that I'll get to questions outside of the Ask Portalmaster comments section. But anyways, let's get back to it. Cool Kids Crash asks, do you like Splat? She is awesome. Yes, I do like Splat. And I also think she's pretty awesome. Mr. Iron Z says, do you think that there will be a Skylanders 7 on console and tablet, or just tablet? I personally think that Skylanders 7 will be on consoles if there is an actual mainline game. There may be more mobile games released on the tablet, but I would say that if there's going to be another mainline Skylanders game, Skylanders 7, it will definitely be on consoles. Ignite the Fire says, will you be happy with a Series 3 Ignitor? Are you a fan of the character? Ignitor used to be one of my favorite characters back when I was first getting into the game, way back in 2011. I would say Ignitor was my favorite. Definitely out of the original 3DS starter pack, he was definitely my favorite. So I still have a special place in my heart for Ignitor, even though I think there's a lot more really awesome characters nowadays. But Ignitor, I'd love to see a completely reimagined Ignitor. That'd be pretty awesome. Skyfan91 asks, do you think what Eric Hirschberg said hints that there will be a new console game in 2018? Actually, I really don't necessarily think it does or it doesn't. It could mean a lot of different things, so I wouldn't say that it outright says there's gonna be one. It doesn't really, I would say it doesn't really add anything to what we already knew. We already knew that they were still continuing on with the franchise this year and not releasing a game, so I still don't really know what to think of the whole Eric Hirschberg comment there. Shadow Dragon asked, if Lost Imaginite Mines still isn't out in the US by this point, do you think that's what the Q4 Adventure Pack is? Basically, do you think the Lost Imaginite Mines was the Q4 Adventure Pack? I'm still not 100% sure about that whole Q4 Adventure Pack thing. I really don't see the Lost Imaginite Mines coming out in October, November, or December. I think that's just way, way, way too late. They wouldn't have bothered releasing it in Europe if they were going to wait that long to release it in the States. They would have just pushed it back in Europe and the States. So I still don't know what to think of that whole Q4 Adventure Pack thing. That's a big mystery to me, but no, I don't think that's what the Lost Imaginite Mines is. Cakebo Xmas says, in your opinion, what was the best Skylanders boss of all games? He actually says his favorite is, Drillex. Drillex happens to also be one of my personal favorites for the Skylanders one. A lot of people say that Mesmerelda's the coolest one, but I just don't see it in Mesmerelda. Drillex has always been a personal favorite just because of the pun there, you know, Skrillex, Drillex. I always thought that was funny. I would say that Drillex is also a personal favorite in terms of villains. Although, if Malefor was a villain in a future game, I can almost assure you that Malefor would be my favorite, just because he is a dragon, and dragons are cool. Up Game Pop Fizz 45 says, the real question is, what is the dream Skylanders game that you would like to see? Ho 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 ho! That's a great question. See, I've always thought interchangeable weapons would be cool, and now that Lightseekers is doing it, I don't see Skylanders doing an interchangeable weapons thing. And I know Imaginators kind of gave us that, but I've always wanted physically swappable weapons. But see, I really don't know. I've always thought that my dream Skylanders game would really have light and dark characters and sort of bring back the old gimmicks. I want a light and a dark giant, light and dark swappers and stuff like that. That's what I personally would really, really like. And the whole light and dark situation has never really been fully explained. And in my dream game, we'd have a game with light and dark characters, and we would fully explore the lore behind the light and dark stuff. And also sort of explore the concept of the darkness. You know, I would love something that really explores all of the lore of Skylands. Okay, and now I'm going to give you guys a quick little channel update for my plans in July. We'll get back to questions in a moment, but I did want to briefly touch on sort of the plans for July for my channel. So, pretty much, it's a lot like last month's, except it's going to be a little bit more realistic this time. Last month's was a little overly ambitious. It had like 8 Lightseekers Let's Plays, record all this stuff, make these montages, do all these giveaways, record the elemental zones, do like 3 episodes of Skylander Showdown. Much less ambitious this time. Okay, so first up, I want to get the Skylanders for Imaginators that I don't have. That's the Lost Imaginite Mines, Solar Flare Aurora, and Steel Plated Hoodsickle. I want to get them this month. I would really like to get Lost Imaginite Mines, and I really am considering importing it. But definitely going to get Solar Flare Aurora and Steel Plated Hoodsickle this month before they go out of stock online. I want to make sure I can get them. I'm going to be doing some sort of a new giveaway this month. I don't have anything yet to give away, but at some point I will be doing a giveaway. And, you know, there's that. People have been responding really well to my giveaways, so I definitely want to continue doing that and draw new viewers in. I'm going to be recording more elemental zones. I didn't get around to any of that last month, but I promise, guys, when Lost Imaginite Mines comes out, expect all of the elemental zones to drop like that, so that you guys can see me playing the elemental zones in Skylanders Imaginators. I'm going to be doing another All Magic Moments compilation once I get all the stuff together. I mean, I know it's going to kind of be pointless at that point, but it's just something I enjoy doing, so there's going to be one of those. I'm going to get about 4 to 6 episodes of my Lightseekers Let's Play out of the way. Those actually have been blowing up in terms of views. The first episode has over 1,000 views, and I'm really appreciative of that. So definitely going to be continuing that. Going to be doing, of course, news and speculation. Probably about 2 episodes of Skylanders Showdown. I want to be more active on Twitter. That's a big goal of mine. I've done pretty good getting more active on Instagram, but I definitely want to be more active on Twitter. I'm going to get another starter deck for Lightseekers. I have almost all of the Wave 1 Lightseekers accessories and stuff like that, so I want to kind of finish that out. I'm going to be doing a little bit of coverage on Splatoon 2 when it comes out later this month. I got a Nintendo Switch. I didn't make a video because I was really kind of rushed. I got it right before I went on vacation, so I didn't have time to feature it, but I did get a Nintendo Switch, and I am planning on showcasing Switch games such as Splatoon 2. I'm going to be doing some sort of a live stream this month. I'm not sure when, not sure how it's all going to work out, but I do have a live stream planned. Of course, Ask Portalmaster, and of course, just general channel growth goals. So there's that. All right, and now it's time to get back to answering you guys' questions. So let's get back on here with Scott Harper. Scott Harper asks, I heard that Skylanders Boy and Girl have not uploaded a video about Skylanders in over 2 months. What are your thoughts about that? Do you think they quit on Skylanders altogether and left the community? That is a great question. And I love the wording on it. You worded that very well. Okay. Skylanders Boy and Girl have not uploaded Skylanders videos. Yes, it's pretty pointless. I'm going to explain why. They have many other channels. They upload a video on Skylanders Boy and Girl. They're going to get about 1 million views. That equates to roughly $1,000 is roughly what that equates to. It could be 1,000 to 3,000 depending on their ads and stuff like that. They upload one video on Funnel Vision Fam. They get 3 to 5 million views and reap at a minimum $3,000, at a minimum potentially up to, I would say, $10,000 on a single Funnel Vision Fam video, because they get millions upon millions of views on almost all of the Funnel Vision Fam videos. So that's why they stopped uploading on Skylanders Boy and Girl. Now, I do technically think they've left the community. You watch their newer videos, you can tell the kids aren't as interested in Skylanders anymore. And I think it's kind of sad that it shows how people have just sort of moved on from it as a whole. But I would say that for the most part, they probably have left the community. And I'm not trying to be rude about it or anything like that. But yes, I would consider them no longer part of the Skylanders community. If you like that, good. If you don't like that, there's that. I'm not going to trash talk other YouTubers specifically in this video. The next question comes from Techno Panda Girl. Oh, this is a weird question. Who would you rather go on a date with? A normal human or a humanoid? If a humanoid, what species or race would you want them to be? And it lists all these fantasy races as well. Okay, that's obviously a little bit of a weird question, but definitely it was listed on there. Definitely an alien, so I can go into space. Look at this. I have space on my wall. So obviously I'd want to go there. So, alien. The next question comes from Eyebraw27. It says, what Skylander do you believe has some of the most creative catchphrases? I really like this question as well. That's a really tough one. I don't actually know every single Skylander's catchphrase off the top of my head. So that's actually a really difficult question. One of the funniest ones I think for sure has got to be Pinata with the so long sucker thing. But I don't know, a lot of them are just simple puns based around the name. Like Deja Vu is Did That Just Happen, for instance. So I don't really know, but a lot of them have pretty good catchphrases, and I'll just kind of leave it at that. The final question for today's Ask Portalmaster comes from Thunder Dragon 17 and says, what is the meaning of life? Huh. Oh, that's kind of a hard one. Hey Siri, what is the meaning of life?
Life, the condition that distinguishes animals and plants from inorganic matter, including the capacity for growth, reproduction, functional activity, and continual change preceding death.
There you go. That's your answer. So that does conclude today's edition of Ask Portalmaster. I appreciate all of your questions. Keep asking them so that next time I'll have even more questions to answer in the next Ask Portalmaster. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Portalmaster9351, and I will see you again very soon.